Welcome back to LIR for the granddaddy of them all, the third period, and the exciting conclusion between Millersville and Scranton. It's been a close game on the shot total. It's been a close game on the scoreboard. And it's been a close game on the ice so far, as these teams just have a goal to separate themselves in between the first two periods. And it'll all come down to the third. The Marauders looking to hold on and hopefully expand on their one-goal lead. Center ice draw, won there by Scranton, knocked out. Picked up by Martin. Martin and Dunnigan behind the ice of Bell. Bell has been stout, allowing no goals on 21 shots. His adversary, Patrick Carlton, has allowed one on that Justin Corelli snipe. But other than that, nothing separates these two squads. Scrum for the puck at neutral ice. No one can quite get to it. Then that fresh wet ice knocking people off a little bit, and it's gloved by Bell. Just another checkup on the upcoming schedule for Millersville next Friday. On a Halloween night, we head to Stockton. And in November the 8th, we go to Seton Hall. The 14th is Newman. And the 15th, we're back here against Penn. Scranton wins their second draw of the period, but it's taken away by Dunnigan. Dunnigan behind the net finds Martin. Martin has no one in the middle, but finds his man. That is O'Connell. O'Connell bangs off the boards, killing a little time. Pass to himself, picked up. Tries to find Stromberg there, but Stromberg outpaced by his man. O'Connell chasing him down. Comes off a skate of a Royal, but it's taken away by Martin. Martin shot finds Stromberg, a little too much on it for Stromberg. Stromberg whiffs on the shot, taken away by Scranton. Stromberg and Morgan are in there on it. Stromberg trying to get it out to Morgan. Morgan can't get it to stay on his stick, absorbs the hit, and gives the guy more than he gave him there. Johnny Morgan standing tall there, but loses the puck to Scranton. The whistle gets it again in the faceoff circle. Taken away. That is O'Connell. O'Connell tries to find the centering pass, denied. Stromberg sends it in, again denied by Patrick Carlton. Pops over the stick of Air Royal. That's Petticone dumping it in. Getting some fresh legs from the ice from Millersville. Looking to play a more disciplined game, not giving any away of those careless penalties they get in the second period. Just a little too much on that puck there. That could have been very, very dangerous. Lone man in front of Bell turned away. Ryder works down, has Zirko, takes it himself. Kicks it back to Zirko. Finds Waters. Waters in front of net, denied by Carlton again. Waters again, gloved by Carlton. They're getting the shots. They're creating it. Just the puck luck seems to not be going the Marauders' way tonight. That's not really a cop-out. They've hit the post twice. Every time Carlton's right there, has a glove or a stick or a pad on it, anything keeping the Marauders off the board so far. One goal might have to be enough for these guys and how good Carlton's playing. McGovern has it. McGovern working behind his net. Tries to be stopped by Waters, but it evades the stick from him. Goes off. Ryder there. Ryder being chased down by a duo of Royals. They have McGovern. They can get it out to him. Stuck there. Petticone almost came away with him, but again, it's stuck there. And Petticone frees it. Petticone harassed in his own D zone, finds Waters. Waters behind the back pass to Zirko. Zirko, a little too fast for his own good there. Finds Waters again. Dishes cross-ice feed to Ben Bell. Bell bangs off the boards. Too much on it for Waters. Played off by Carlton. Taking out, and Bell has it again from the red line. Just dumps it in to get some fresh legs in the ice for Millersville. Cop Show has it. Chasing it down behind the net of Carlton. Scranton regains control. Rysak's ready to keep it in. And that he does. Played off the hand of one shot taken by Rysak, and there's a whistle on the ice. A little pushing and shoving in some pleasantries afterwards. And it looks like the face-off will come to the glove side of Carlton. Offside on Millersville pitch. Face-off will come. Hand pass. Face-off will come right in front of us here. Won by Scranton. Schindler getting a lot more face-off duties in this offense. Big hit by Jonah Byrne. Wow. Immediate stops in play after that. Hey, it's good to get the crowd riled up, but you really don't want to be taking any of those unnecessary hits this late, especially in that close of a game. And Byrne will pay the price for it as he heads to the penalty box. And you want to send the physical message, but Maybe do that when you're up 3 and not when you're up 1 with 16 minutes left to go. The Marauders' penalty kill has been very, very good tonight, but if you keep relying on it over and over again, eventually something is going to squeak through. But Bell has been stout. I'm not saying he's going to let it battle one through, but if you keep giving them the opportunities, something eventually is not going to go your way. And the Marauders are really testing fate here. 16:47 remaining in the third period. Scranton has the man advantage. Scranton shot in deflection. That's what I'm saying. Dinky deflection in front. Beats Bell. And we got a whole new ball game here with 16:41 remaining in the third. Sadly, my premonition came true. And kept relying on that penalty kill. Eventually, something's going to get through. And yeah, something did get through. Great deflection in front of the net of Bell. Levels this one. And the momentum seems to have firmly shifted towards Scranton with 16:41 remaining. Shots read 30-23. But where it matters, we're leveled up. Waters' big hit behind the net. Royal hits the ground, and they keep possession with it. Gets past Carey. Dunnigan and Martin are back on it. Carey on his man. Keeps it past Carey. Stockton maintains possession. Needs a stick play from Jackson Bell. The only time he's been beat tonight, and it was on a real tough one. Martin staying with it. Martin bangs on the boards. And they have another whistle. Refs seem to be really putting their skate down here in the third period, not winning anything. And there's another hit all the way on the other side of the ice. Royal hits the ground. Seemed to be a late hit by either Bieber or Corelli, I think. I believe it was Bieber. And the Marauders back on the man disadvantage. Worst possible time to lose your head this late in the game. And again, there's probably a lot being said down there. These guys are really trying to get in your head, and it appears they have gotten Millersville's head so far in the third period. Coach Schroeder, talking to those guys, needs to calm them down. They cannot let this slip now. They've played 2 periods of great hockey, and just to lose it this late on would be a heartbreaker for Millersville. They got to keep their heads and stop this power play attempt from Scranton coming up here. $16:15 left as the draw comes to the glove side of Bell. One by Millersville. Attempted to be taken away. Man hits the ice. No call, however. Fans don't appreciate it very much, but refs say play on. Dump in pass, scramble in front of net. Couple blue, pink sticks get to it before, a couple black ones do. Petticon muscling his man off there. Picked up. Tries to go short side on Bell and denied it. Here's Slabar, I believe, is tripped up there without a whistle, however. We still remain with the Scranton man advantage here. Minute 38 remaining on the Bieber penalty. Draw there, one by Millersville, looking at a quick clearance. But again, a quick shot in front of Bell. Quick reflex there, stops it. And it's cleared by Millersville. Getting some much-needed break time here from the Marauders. Scranton has it working out of their own D zone. Gains the blue, gains the red, and gains the blue. Gets all the way down to Bell, unchallenged, where he gloves it. Minute 16 remaining on the West Bieber penalty. Shots read 30-26, Millersville. 15 and a half minutes remaining here in the final period. Score level at 1. Glove side draw, Bell coming up. One by Millersville, but quickly taken away by Scranton. Falls to the stick of McGovern. McGovern shot blocked by a sea of bodies. Great gloves by Bell. Another opportunity in front of the net of Bell. Bell stands tall and keeps this score exactly where it was. Cat-like reflex out of the senior. Jackson Bell keeps Scranton off the board and keeps this one tied. But you can definitely say the pendulum has fully swung. This is Scranton's game so far, and the Marauders need to get back in it, kill this penalty. Minute remaining. Back to McGovern. Same play again. Same result. Stopped by Bell. But they are letting McGovern get way too open on that side. They're giving him open shots at Bell. While he's been stout today again, keep giving them those shots. Something's going to sneak through. The Marauders need to stop McGovern sneaking out there. Shots are near even now with a minute remaining on the Bieber penalty. Sticks up draw of Bell coming up. Marauders win it, looking for a quick clear. That's Waters behind the net. But Waters being hounded by two men. Lost it to Scranton again. Has the man open on the point again. Tries to go high on Bell and goes into the net. 50 seconds remaining as Scranton gets their 29th shot of the evening. Whole lot of stoppages so far on this penalty for Beaver. 50 seconds remaining. Only penalty kill for Millersville. The shot one-timer opportunity, no good, just wide of Bell, but another dangerous shot for Scranton. Working it down, has the man open again on the left side. Works in the middle, a little too much on it. Dunnigan looks for a clear. Gets it to Waters. Waters clears it out. And a whistle in front of near the Marauder bench here. 32 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Some chirping, some dejected faces on the ice for both squads. .47 left in the third. 32 seconds left on the Beaver penalty. Left side draw coming up. Won by Scranton. Taken away by Millersville. Clearance attempt. Just can't stay in. It'll be coming right back. Kills another 7 seconds off of it, but 25 seconds of the penalty. This is, man. Penalty's lasted about 10 minutes now, it feels like. Marauders still down a man. Back to McGovern. From his sweet spot. Taken away by Bell. Marauders saw it. Royal blows the tire behind the net of Bell. The kick back out has McGovern. Someone's going to stay on him. Takes it himself. And another stoppage. 11 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. They just won't let this one die. 14 and a half minutes remaining. 30-29 where shots are concerned. Level where goals are. Another draw won by Stockton. Scranton. Keep messing them up. McGovern has it. And that looks to kill the West Beaver penalty here. Maybe one shot left. And they won't get it. Scranton man hits the ice. Can't get it to his stick. Falls to McGovern. McGovern looking for it. Closed off by Corelli. Stromberg working it down. Stromberg has an opportunity. Stromberg tripped up. No call. Stromberg keeps it. Centering pass opportunity. Followed by O'Connell. O'Connell in front of net. Tries to find his man. No good. Turned away by the Scranton defense. Crowd wanted a call. Refs say no. Splits it in. Ryder's going to hurry back. It's Morgan on back on it. Morgan dishes to his man on his left side. Dumps down the ice. Tries to find Carey. Rysack back to O'Connell. O'Connell and Rysack. O'Connell muscled off the puck. Scranton keeping the pressure on. Big hit in center ice. And a little bit of pleasantries afterwards for Rysack. Rysack sticking with it. O'Connell has it in his own face-off circle. Trying to just gets off the stick of Stromberg. Scranton net said they saw something, and refs don't agree. 13-13 remaining in the third. 30-29 in shots, 1-1 in goals. And of a very common sight here for the third period, a glove side draw of Bell coming here. Otters are back on it. Looking to win and create. One there by Millersville. That's Bird, excuse me. Picked up by Stromberg. Stromberg dumps it down. Finds a friendly jersey. In Morgan. Morgan just hounded by a couple guys. Has no backup. And Morgan taken away. Zerko has it over. Has Morgan in the middle. Tries to find Morgan. Morgan push. And that'll get a call on the edge. Millersville likes it. And it looks like they'll be heading the man advantage on the penalty on Morgan here. Just what the doctor ordered from Millersville. As they'll have an extra man on the ice looking to retake that lead. .52 remaining. The penalty is assessed to Jake Manajo. Sure. Engano. Something like that. But he's in the box. Finds Martin. Martin for the blue line. Finds his man. That's Corelli. Corelli looking to add to this total. Finds Martin. Martin, a 3-goal scorer last night. Just knocked away. Everyone hits the ice. And Corelli's going to chase down quick. Could be a dangerous opportunity for Scranton, but it's taken away by Martin. Just gets past the stick of Morgan. And goes back down and gloved by Bell. Minute and a half remaining on the man advantage for Millersville. Another dangerous shot in front of net. And stop me if you've heard this before. The Marauders can't convert on the golden opportunity. 12 and a half minutes remain here in the third. A little bit of variation. It'll be a stick side draw coming up for Bell. Bell's ready for a quick shot. Taken by Martin. Martin behind Bell. He has Ryder in the middle. Tries to go far side. Taken in. One-timer opportunity for Morgan. Stops right down the pipe for Carlton. No problem for him. Marauders can't lose this man advantage here. They have a precious minute 24. They have the advantage of manpower. They cannot make a bad call and give it right back to Scranton. Draw one there by O'Connell. Moving it out. With Stromberg. Stromberg again. Right down the pipes. Stopped by Carlton. They need to get him moving more laterally. Those straight shots out, it may work once in a while, but you got to get him moving. You got to get him off balance to find that open hole. Marauders haven't been able to do that so far. It'll be O'Connell on the draw for Millersville. Draw one again by Millersville. Moved out, has Martin. Finds Martin the blue line. Martin first down. Has O'Connell. Nearly has Stromberg in front of the net, but Stromberg couldn't keep it down. Finds Martin again. Watch go. Morgan. Stromberg, excuse me. Finds Martin. Martin, O'Connell, and Stromberg moving down. Martin has himself bouncing puck. No one can get to it. Nearly gets through, but no, again. The puck luck does not go Millersville's way. Stromberg's ready for it. Morgan works to the face on third. One's O'Connell. O'Connell tries to go short side. No one's on their feet, and Millersville can't convert. And Scranton gets the clearance with about a half a minute remaining on the Mangano penalty. Millersville trying to get something going here on the penalty opportunity. Works it down. Finds Waters in the middle. Waters picked off in the middle. That's number 17, Alex Rozek with the interception. Works tries to go short on Bell, picked up by his brother Ben. Ben Bell works it to Zerko. Andrew Zerko, maybe with the last shot of the penalty opportunity for Millersville. Squeezed off. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 10 minutes remaining in the final period. Kai Dunnigan gets his own rebound, dishes it to Bell. The younger Bell works out, finds Dunnigan. Dunnigan moves to Andrew Zerko. Zerko moving through. Far side, finds Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh shot, gloved by Carlton. Maybe an extra pass could have been useful there. Maybe get someone in the middle, but Slaybaugh thought he had a shot, but it was gloved at eye line level by Carlton. It's one of those games, the goalie lets up the early one, then locks down. That seems to be what happened for Patrick Carlton here tonight. Doing everything he can to keep Scranton still in this game. Kopcho and Slaybaugh trying to fight the puck out. Slaybaugh down to his knees. Kopcho lost his stick, and Scranton gains possession. Off the boards, picked up by Rysak. Goes 5-0 in a Royal. Rysak's there, has one shot. Takes it himself off the stick of Carlton. Picked up again. A little too much on it for Kopcho. Kopcho dumps it around the end boards. Picked up by Wanshoff. Wanshoff finds Kopcho. Kopcho looking for the centering pass. Gets it to Slaybaugh. Too much on it for Slaybaugh. As Scranton looks to take advantage of the break here. Lost in the middle. 91-on-91. Slaybaugh has it. Slaybaugh again just goes high. Less than 10 minutes in the third. McGovern works it down. McGovern takes on the Millersville defense by himself, and the puck shoots into the netting. Just a game of what if for the Marauders here. What if that first shot goes in? What if that all those other odd man breakaways go in? What if it does the post? What if indeed? But the score remains 1-1 in reality land here. despite what I want to believe. 9.5 minutes remaining in the final frame. Riders leading the shot total by 6, 36-30. And 1-1 on the big board. Petticone falls to the ground, but gets it to Bieber. Bieber works it out, loses possession, but finds Ben Bell. Bell past Corelli, picked off by Scranton. Wrister from the blue line. Dangerous opportunity in front of net. It's converted by Scranton. Just comes off Jackson Bell's pads. Nobody home. Bell's looking down the ice. And Scranton, right place, right time to take the lead. With 9 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, Millersville needs an answer here. Unlucky break from the older Bell. Did all he could there. Just couldn't keep the puck down. And when it squirts out there, someone's bound to be there for Scranton, and someone was, and they buried it. 2-1 Royals. Scranton wins the draw, looking to press their advantage. Stromberg, quick takeaway. Looking for that punch back here. Millersville has Dunnigan open. Morgan has it. Morgan loses it. Morgan tries to gain it again. Falls to the ice. Ref says play on. Taken away by Dunnigan in the middle. Bounces off Dunnigan's stick and taken away by Scranton. That's number 7, Ryan Timon. Timon working it down. Timon dispossessed by Martin. Finds Scranton again. Scranton still working down. Looking to gain their lead. But Millersville has it again. It's Morgan working on. Morgan taking on the defense by himself. Morgan! On the spot! Saves the Riders game here and levels it at 2. Wow! Dad, what did you see out of that shot from Johnny?
He saw no idea what he saw in there.
I have no idea what he saw either, but he saw something we didn't. Johnny Morgan brings the crowd to their feet, bails out Jackson Bell, and we are tied at 2. Clyde Boyce may be shot for the rest of this game, but for a goal that crazy, it was worth it. 2-2. Whole new game here with 9 minutes left. Wow. Scranton has it. Looking to get back in the lead off the knee of Jonah Bird. You know, one had to hurt a little bit. Wysack looking to cover the blind side of Jackson Belt. Bird has it. Bird pushes his man. Left lets it go. Off the chest of Andrew Zerko. Rysack has it. Dumps it around. Ryder's quickly on it. Ryder loses it as soon as he gets it. Zerko, a bit of a shove. Ref's letting it go. Again, another body block from Millersville. One-timer opportunity again. Blocked by Rysack. Scrum in front of net. Nobody home for Scranton. Waters moves down, taken away. Comes off Scranton's stick. That's number 92, Evan Rivera. Couldn't keep it down. 8.5 minutes remaining here in the third. We're all knotted up at 2. Bell has it working down. Finds Ryder. Ryder attempts to dump it around. It's taken away by Scranton. Bit of a scrum. Bell trying to get it out. Taken away by Petticone. 8 minutes left here. Petticone works it to Bell. Bell loses sight of the puck for a second, and Scranton jumps on him. And Scranton comes away with it. Has an opportunity here. One-timer opportunity comes off Bell again. Got to keep it down, but he is not beat by the rebound again. Scranton keeping that pressure on. Broken up in the middle by Bird, excuse me. Comes off Carey's stick and finds Corelli. Corelli again. Nearly another goal for Justin Corelli, denied by Carlton. Finds Petticone. Petticone whips it in. Gloves by Patrick Carlton. Seven and a half minutes remain here in the third. Shots at 39-32. 2 within on both sides. Draw one there by Scranton. Slaybaugh chasing it down. Scranton working out. Schindler has an opportunity here. Schindler, if he can keep it down. Schindler controls, moves to the middle, comes off the stick of Carlton, but finds Dunnigan. Running into the middle. Too hot for Martin. Martin moves it in. Finds his man Dunnigan. Cross-ice speed, too much for Schindler. Schindler running it down, played off the stick of Jackson Bell and falls back on the ice. Under 7 minutes to go now. Millersville, scrum in the end, boys. Picked up by Scranton, move it out to the blue line. Shot from Aiden Johnson, no problem. No one can get their stick to us for more than a couple seconds here. 6.5 minutes remaining in the third. Scranton maintains possession. Again, another body block from Thor Martin. Physical defense from Millersville here. But a delayed penalty, it looks like Millersville coming up. Not the time you want to be taking a penalty here. You just got that tie back, and you're leading on your penalty kill unit again, who gave up a quick one last time, but other than that, has been pretty good. Looks like it'll be Dunnigan heading to the sin bin for the Marauders. Big opportunity for Scranton coming up with 6.5 minutes remaining in the game. They have 2 minutes of 5-on-4 hockey. Possibly one of the biggest power plays of the game coming up. It'll be Corelli on the draw. It looks like Scranton will take a bit of a timeout, talk over their options, make sure they have the right plays drawn up, and it gives the Marauders the opportunity to do the same. Coach Schroeder always preaches his defensive strategies here. Doesn't want to let any opportunities come through. He gets one more opportunity to talk to his guys, make sure they're sound, give Bell a little bit of a break before he faces this onslaught coming from Scranton for 2 minutes. But the Marauders have been able to create some great shorthanded breakaways, but they just haven't been able to sink any of them. Maybe they're looking for another one here. I still got to call it. I still have to know multiple, so let's all right. As that Florida State war chant sounds in the LIR speakers, we're ready for one of the tipping points of tonight's game. The Dunnigan penalty with 6.5 minutes remaining. Perry looking for the draw. Ref, please let us play. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm not sitting, but I'm on the edge of my seat here. Draw one by Carey. Quickly taken away by Scranton. Carey sticking with it. Clearance attempt. There we go. But played out by Carlton. Going to kill a couple seconds here, but valuable seconds they are. Circle's trying to make a play in the back ice. Front ice, rather. Kicked out to Scranton. Scranton moves down. Carey and Zerko on him. Zerko, great stick defense. Calls from the Royal. Zerko sticking with his man. Carey in the middle. Scranton staying with it from the blue line. Carey still anchoring the defense from the center. Ben Bell keeping his man pressed against the wall, killing those ever-precious seconds when he falls to McGovern. McGovern has an opportunity from a sweet spot. Shot to Bell. Ricochets off, but falls to a stick of Millersville. Looks like Carey was on the clearance. That'll bring it below a minute here as the clock inches below 5.5 minutes and about a minute on the Dunnigan penalty. All fresh legs in the ice now as McGovern will have it again. McGovern gains the blue, taken away by Ryder and Rysack, but falls to McGovern again. McGovern attacked by Ryder there. Ryder couldn't pry it free. Stromberg on him. Bird is back in defense. Bird lays out, makes the block. No one can get it to go in front of Bell. One-timer opportunity off the pad of Jackson Bell. Dumped down the ice again. About 30 seconds remaining on the Dunnigan penalty. Good center ice stop there from Ryder, but Scranton stays with it. Stromberg staying on his man. Screen set up. Scranton has a man on the left. Back to the middle. Back to the faceoff circle on the right. 15 seconds left. Stop by Bird. Bird again with a good stick play. Rysack staying low, keeping the passing opportunities closed off. Maybe one shot left in the advantage. Almost gets past Bell, and the Marauders kill the Dunnigan penalty. About 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Stromberg makes a play on his man. Goes to Rysack. Who is going to be the late game hero? A full line change malfunction from Scranton. Has an opportunity for Rysack, but he can't convert. Everyone coming off the line ran into each other there. Golden opportunity for the Marauders. And again, pinch me if you've heard this before, they cannot convert. Scranton is taken away by Corelli. Corelli, opportunity from the blue line. Corelli moves in, takes it himself, misses, stick side of Carlton, finds Dunnigan. Dunnigan moves it in, and Morgan, excuse me, in front of net, almost has Corelli, finds Morgan. Morgan trying to get a stick down, bumped off by a couple of Royals, but finds Petticone. Petticone, blue line shot, no good, and a whistle. 3.5 minutes remaining in regulation. We've had just about everything you can want in a hockey game so far, and we got an action-packed 3.5 minutes of regulation coming up. The Marauders, again, had a golden opportunity. I've never seen that happen in a line change. It seemed like everyone just kind of ran into each other, but Rysack couldn't keep the puck to his stick. Oh. It'll be Stromberg on the draw from the Marauders. They look to keep Carlton's net in its moorings. Maybe a little bit of problems with that. Talking it over, giving the boys some extra time to draw out their play. They have Bell open, and he has Petticone behind him. That Petticone and Bell link up is good, but it gets past. Quick shot. Stopped by Carlton. We'll do it again. 3.5 minutes remaining. That was the Marauders' 40th shot of the evening. They've converted on 2. Draw 1 by Stromberg, particularly taken away by Scranton. Stromberg chasing it down. Scranton working it down. Morgan sticking with his man. Makes him dump it down where it's picked off by Petticone. Petticone moves down. Intercepted by Scranton. Petticone makes the block. Has Bell. Bell, good stick save. Ben, rather. His brother Jackson's ready for it. Makes the stop. Tries to glove it. No one's there, though. Scranton still has it. Bouncing puck in front of net, and it looks to be gloved by Bell. We've crept under 3 minutes here. Still level at 2. Shot scant. 40-39. Nearly nothing separating these two squads. They've both taken a lot of penalties. They both missed a lot of open chances. They both sunk 2. They both have nearly 40 shots. It's going to be very little that's going to separate. It's going to be a goal. But who is going to be the hero for their team? Dunnigan wins the draw. Taken up. Stick play by a Marauder. Head out to Ryder. Ryder finds Waters. Waters has Ryder in the middle. Takes himself. Body blocked by Scranton. Scranton works it down. They have a lane in the middle. Martin back on defense. Makes the block. Bell's going to quickly shut the door on his weak side. And it's taken away. 2.5 minutes left. Scranton keeping the pressure on. Scranton staying possession. It's Rivera. Rivera wins. Crowd's not going to let him forget that, but Scranton stays in possession. Rivera's going to want that one back. Martin makes a play on his man as we reach the 2-minute warning here. Well, we are below 2 minutes. Scranton tries to go far side on Bell, and it hops out of play. Bit of frustration coming out of Scranton there. They had a good couple opportunities, but just like Millersville so far, they weren't able to convert them. Oh, wow. We're in for an exciting last couple of minutes here at LIR, and maybe some more after that, but I won't say that. Draw 1 by Millersville. Taking out Petticone, moving it behind the handboards. Petticone dumps it down. Has Stromberg. Stromberg couldn't corral it, but he chases it down. Has O'Connell in the middle, but he can't keep possession. Morgan and Stromberg trying to free it. Comes to Morgan. Morgan in the middle to go O'Connell. O'Connell couldn't keep it down, but O'Connell dishes to Petticone. Petticone, wrister, right down in the middle of Patrick Carlton. He's been stout when it comes right down the pipes on him. And again, he makes that save. 1.5 minutes exactly remaining. 41-39 in the shot department. 2-2 in the goals. O'Connell lost the draw, but Bell is quickly there to pick it up. Bell loses it, but he makes a quick stick play on it. Heads up play from Ben Bell. Finds Stromberg. Stromberg dishes to O'Connell. O'Connell in the middle. Will he be the hero for Millersville? Dishes to the middle, intercepted by Scranton. Stromberg attempts to make a stick play on it. Flipped up. Option for Petticone. Petticone falls to a knee. And Scranton could have a break here. Nearly a minute left. Still tied at 2. Petticone knocks his man off the puck. We're below a minute, and we are still tied up here. Scranton still has it. Petticone makes a play on his man. Keeping pressure on the Marauders. Has Stromberg in the middle. Morgan, the goal scorer, tries to find O'Connell. O'Connell back to Morgan. They have Dunnigan in the middle. Taking himself. Martin's wrister. Turned away by Carlton. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Martin's going to chase it down. Full line change for Scranton. Dunnigan is back up. Marauders do not want to give them a last shot for regulation ends. 15 seconds left of regulation time here at LIR. Finds Martin. Martin, possibly last opportunity of the game for the Marauders to win it in regulation. Scrum in front of net. Taken away by Scranton. Dumped down. Corralled by Dunnigan. But we've run out of time in regulation. After 60 minutes, nothing can separate these two squads. As we'll head to overtime. Tied at 2. I don't know if my voice can handle overtime, let alone a shootout, but I apologize to your eardrums, but I'm very excited. I had a game yesterday, too. So, exciting overtime period coming up. Barely anything can separate these two teams. It's going to be one play. It's going to be one man. It's going to be one moment that wins the game for one of these two teams. And I have no idea who it's going to be. I am on the edge of my seat as we'll have 5 minutes of overtime hockey coming up here at LIR. And
Somebody who goes straight out right now.
both fan bases very stressed out here. We'll have 3-on-3 for 5 minutes. And if, again, we cannot be separated after 5 minutes, it'll go to the dreaded shootout. Both goaltenders have been stout. They're hoping it doesn't come to that. But with how this game has been going, expect the unexpected here. It'll be O'Connell. It'll be Morgan. It'll be Martin for the Marauders. Draw ricochets off Scranton, man. 5 minutes of overtime coming up. 3-on-3 hockey. Morgan sticking with his man. A lot of open ice to play with here. Morgan staying with him. Martin chasing it back behind the net of Bell. Dangerous opportunity behind Bell. He's going to keep his head on his swivel here. Falls to number 7. That's Ryan Timon. Timon works it out to McGovern. McGovern finds Timon from the faceoff circle. Looks for the wrister. Dishes to McGovern. McGovern. Blown by Jackson Bell. Great opportunity there from Scranton. But a better save from the senior goaltender out of the Marauders, Jackson Bell. 41-40 in the shot total. 2-2. Where it counts. 4.5 minutes remaining here for time. It'll be Dunnigan entering the game for the Marauders. Scranton keeping her net. Dangerous shot for the net. Scored by Danny Tedeschi. A heartbreaker here. Had the open opportunity on Bell, and he took it. Clinical finishing out of Scranton, and they win the day. That's a shame one of these two teams had to lose. They played so great. Nothing could separate them until right at the end. On their 40th shot, they go head home to the Electric City happy. Final score in overtime from LIR. It'll be 3-2 in favor of Scranton. Spirited effort from Millersville. They have a lot to be proud of about this game, but also a lot to maybe want back. Maybe take one of those penalties back. It was the penalty that set up that deflection goal past Jackson Bell. Maybe, if he would have been level, he could have kept it at 2-1, but We're living in hypotheticals, like how SEC fans live in hypotheticals where their team wins every single game. You can't live like that. But in reality, the Marauders drop it in overtime, but still come away with a point. But they wanted a whole lot more against Scranton. They'll have a second rematch of this match. I'm tripping over my words now, but we'll have a rematch here. November 22nd, back in Scranton. That'll be our final game before Thanksgiving break. And it'll be a doozy if tonight is to be considered. Well, thank you for sticking with us, folks. You just saw a great one. Sadly, it didn't go our way. We'll be back in action next Friday night as the Marauders head to Atlantic City, New Jersey to take on the Stockton Ospreys in another physical rivalry. From myself and Brian Morgan on the camera, we're so thankful you stuck with us today. And have a wonderful rest of your night, folks. Signing off from LIR, I'm Gary Milgren.